Hi, my name is Dylan Metersbaugh, and welcome to the final milestone, thus far, of Fossil Man map I've been working on in Terraria. So, the idea is that you start with a new character, you trash your weapons, and you start out in a hotel. And here's your belongings chest. I'm going to go and equip all this. It also gives you a life crystal to permanently increase your life by just a little bit. For this, I prefer that people play with their map off, just so they can see a little bit more. And there's the hotel. Just a little desert hotel. You got your Indiana Jones character, you get your web here. And you can choose to just go forward and continue, but I really wanted to reward players for exploring around. Check the time, change your outfit if you like. And you can also just check this chest. Choose to equip this, you get a little rabbit on your head. And you can also check other things like this dresser down here in this room, which will get you a star drop. If you wanted a pet, you could summon a little Junimo here. As you see, it's storming outside. Ideal conditions for this map. And right here, if you were to explore and find this, you also get an alternate weapon, which is a handgun. All completely part of the map. So, then leaving your hotel, your job is to get to the temple from here. And if you look under here, there's also a life crystal. Can't reach it. Make sure I have my key on me. And the sign says, "Danger, proceed with caution." This is a rickety bridge right here. Brave the road a little bit. And if you do pay attention, there are some bricks that if you were to shoot or step on the wrong way, they do fall down. And originally, I was going to make it so enemies can't spawn on the map whatsoever, but I really preferred the way that the character interacted with the environment in the way that Terraria already does. So I really liked having enemies spawn, which is why I gave the player away. And of course, if you check things like this, you can also get stuff like the spider egg, which will get you stuff like a pet spider, like up here. That is not part of the map, but you know what, I'll take it. Cool. And right here, we got some stuff like the vulture right here. And then out of this cave spawns a couple of bats, just to tell you, oh, one in the cave here. And you can see this is kind of like a mouth here, and it does it up there, and then lava goes all the way down. After this, now we're officially inside of the temple. I did give the players a couple of torches, just in case. You're free to place these wherever you need. Toss this down just to see how deep it is. There we go. If you land too far to the sides, you do impact the ground just a little too hard, and you die. So you can choose left or right. Obviously, left is a lot more inviting. But right side, if you do flip the switch here, you unlock this. A little premonition of the end of the world, and then you get an amber mosquito and a life crystal. I wanted to give the players as many life crystals as possible just to reward their exploration in a way that doesn't permanently impact the game, but does make it a little bit easier. And then if we swap this out, a little pet dinosaur. Continue into the cave. Careful with these jumps here. Ignore him. Step on that. Really want to make sure people couldn't fail these. Part of the lore. Right here is kind of set to teach you that Cobweb does in fact break your fall. And that definitely comes in handy later to know, in case you're unsure about whether a jump is safe to make or not. Obviously there's something suspicious going on right here, but if you open up this chest... Oh! It was a trap. And opening this up spawns bats, but you do get a little chest. If you don't run from the bats and you kill them, get another heart crystal. We're going to continue this way. More cobweb right there. Continue. And this is to show you right here that stuff does in fact spawn from these statues. And that skeletons kind of tell you that there's something down here. Obviously, we can't quite go this way yet, so you're leading to right here, which is where the idol is. This says prepare to run. What could that mean? Obviously, if you explore a little bit, you can tell that something's coming from here. I don't wonder what it could be. Oh, it was a trap. So this part, you're supposed to run for your absolute life. If you stop, you will die. And the boulders impact right there. So they're never actually meant to hit you. Exit's right here. Or is it? Now right here, we're in our little, in the laboratory. We've been transported 2,000 years in the future, as this box will come to tell you right here. Hello, subject. Welcome to the future. Do not be alarmed, but you've been cryogenically frozen for 2,000 years now here in our laboratory. Please wear your new clothes from the drawer and continue. More will be explained later. And right here, you got a couple of things you can equip for your outfit. And you're going to set your spawn. And right here shows you the test 0, and there's a bunch of different subjects here. And of course, there's cake. Go ahead and continue. Please retrieve the items from the cache. Find as many of these caches as you can. They will aid in your test. In case you missed this dialogue, you can either open it up right here, or you can view them right here. Banded region. I'm going to go ahead and equip that over here. Please continue through the teleporter. It should still be you on the other side. Theoretically. Welcome to test number 1. Here we will test your mental fortitude if your mental fortitude was affected by being legally dead for 2,000 years. If so, we'll move on to our next subject and you will be incinerated. There's a little bit of lore dumping showing you that there's in fact other subjects. But why? Beds exist for you to set your spawn point. Right click on the bed to do so. You go right click on the bed and boom, now you set your spawn. You're equipped with a tool for climbing and traversing ropes. Use WSD to traverse, jump to cancel, but beware, spikes hurt. Step on it. Oh. Does in fact hurt. I'll go ahead and just traverse this real quick. Of course, the Juno is having no issue doing that. Next, required you to be proficient in combat. You come from a barbaric age, so we know that you have weapons, but please take a more advanced weapon from this point on. And from this point, you get a blue phase saber, which is a lightsaber. This statue contains ancient animated skeletons. Similar statues may be used to test you in future tests. Proceed with caution. Oh, I also got a bone sword. Not as cool as mine. Before you continue, remember these numbers. 1, 3, 4. Wrong numbers will result in incineration. And then this kind of shows you, I can't go back. 10. Just to make sure you're good. You just love to reset the test. You should know the rest. And then, oh, can't get back up. And there's lava down here. It said 1, 3, and 4. And it opens the side. If you hit any of the wrong levers, you get melted. You gotta walk a little bit back. here serves to just close that up. Don't do what I did. I did not mean to flick that lever back. There we go. And then it's open right here. This is test 2. Welcome to test 2. Here's a reward for your work so far. Please collect and continue. Another heart crystal. Go and set the spawn. Another drill. Your agility will now be tested. Good luck. So right there, you may notice, but that is an impossible jump. I thought it was impossible earlier, but then it was actually possible. But that's because, as this says right here, sometimes you need to fail to succeed. Do not let it happen again, though. And then right here, you get to equip a shiny red balloon. Which, if you're an avid Terraria player, you know that it increases your jump height quite dramatically in the back. And now, we've been granted something that lets us jump much higher. Climb this rope here. Jumping right here. And now we got a lot more parkour. Please continue. Please try not to damage the ground too much when you impact it. Cool. And now we got a little parkour test. You can see there's something in the wall right here. And right here, there's a switch. What do we get? We get a life crystal and a couple of little confetti pins. Just for fun. Now we complete the test like normal. Just skip there. Chest right here too. So it also contains a life crystal and some healing potions just in case. See right here, you don't need to do this, but if you can catch this rope, there's a chest right here to reward you. And in it, another life crystal. The players are obviously being geared up for something later down the line. Oh no! Whoops. So now we know that we are very prone to fall damage. But this test is about climbing, not falling. Done. Now test 3. Test 3. Now we're going to test how well you can fall. Please continue. Please fall. We got a little fall right here. Perfect. This is all you need to do in this test. Some tiles may break your fall. Some you may bounce on. Sorry, some may bounce you. Some you can pass completely through. Keep this in mind. Go ahead and go up here. You can see that that one right there bounces and breaks our fall. And then these bubbles here, we pass completely through and then right in the line. Now ready to continue to the real test right over here. Make sure to test your spawn, to set your spawn, you will need it. Spawn point set. This is a reset lever. To begin, pull any lever. Good luck. It's farther than you may assume. Alright, so now we just go to the middle here, and we just hit any lever. Ooh, that was close. First try. My first test, that did not go so well. There we go. Great, now that we know that you can fall, take this reward so you never have to fear it again. And right here we get the lucky horseshoe. Negates fall damage. And now, from this point on, I will never take fall damage again. Next is test 4, where you get to think with portals. Set our spawn point. And boom, I got levers and a portal gun. This is a portal gun, specifically a turret-based portal gun. Green rotates the gun left. Yellow swaps the color. Blue rotates the gun right. And red fires the gun. So here we've got that changes the color. That fires it. And swap the color. And then we're going to rotate all the way to the right. Fire again. I mean, I got an actual test with it. You may also find that some blocks don't quite like portals. So we just need to get to the other side over here. So we go fire the gun. See that impacts that, and it doesn't, in fact, put a portal down. However, if you're to fire, say, somewhere up here, it does, but that needs to be open first. So first we're going to find somewhere that is open. Fire right here. And then we're going to aim it right down here. Swap that color. Fire again. Alright, we got a switch. Don't know what it does, though. And then we have a chest. I'll flip that. Don't know what it does. And then we're going to aim this up. And fire that. Oops. Swap that real quick. Fire again. I got a switch right here. And we see that that one opens up right over here. And now we can go up there. Right here. We got a lever right here. What does that do? Now, if you do fall down and into the shimmer, you're lucky it wasn't lava this time. It will be next time. And we could put right back to the start of the test. Didn't want to punish the players too harshly for not avoiding the shimmer there. Cool. And now we can shoot a portal upwards. Cool. And we flip this one, and it opens this one up right there. So now we should be able to shoot right there. But you might notice that there's a secret path right here. Now that was actually this lever that activated that. So if we go ahead and fire this right there, first we need to swap the color, and then fire. We end up here. There's a secret room, which we get a life crystal, a companion cube, and more healing potions if we need them. I feel like firing confetti there. Now we have a companion cube. And we're going to go ahead and put this down one more. Shoot again. And we're out. And that's the end of this test. And there's one final test. Great work. We're now ready to receive this following gift. Welcome to test 5. Now, for now, this is the last test. And this is the portal gun test. Creates a pair of portals. Left click and right click to place portals. Increases momentum and falling speed. And now we can finally use a portal gun. Set our spawn point there. Now we have this here and here. Now in case we need to get back up, that's this right there. But if we want to go up there to the next test, we'll use that. This is just not high enough. Cool. Now we got something over there we need to be able to get to. And then we have this one there, this one here, this one there, and that one there. Now this is to get back up. This one is to teach you about momentum. Now you'll see that I fell right here. So if I fall right there, that means here and here increase our momentum. Now the next test. This one, this one, this one, And then this one right here, which just kind of puts us back up here. If we do this with this, notice that we gain a lot of momentum. If we fire the right portal at just the right time. Really hard to get into. There we go. And then we can shoot through here, and then through right here. Cool. And we got this next test. We can shoot here, here, right here, and down there. There's that. We can shoot right here and right here, but this just kind of splits us out down here. And that right there launches us all the way up. Now you'll notice that this is the end of the test, but there's no way to opening this. But there's a lever right up there, but no way to shoot to get up there. That's all blocked off. Can't even shoot anything up here. So what we want to do is jump all the way up here, down there. And it's open. Now you might notice that there's a secret room up here, which we can either shoot right there, jump all the way down, and right up here. And we get a slow stab and another life crystal. And there we go. And that right there is the current end. Not a test 6 just yet, but there will be in the future. And that's all for this map so far. Thank you.